Good morning. I've got some really good stuff I'm going to cover today, so make sure to stay tuned in. I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks, and I'll get to the good real estate stuff here very soon. But my wife, who is 32 years young, healthy, she had a heart attack 2 weeks ago. It wasn't anything due to cholesterol buildup or blockage in her arteries. It was simply what was called a spasmed artery. So one of the arteries that feeds the heart basically had like a muscle spasm. It tightened up and it didn't allow blood flow through to the heart, and that's what caused the heart attack. So she was in the hospital for a few days. Initially it was just really scary. We didn't know what was going on. We would have never thought that she was having a heart attack because of her age and how healthy she is. So there's just a lot of, there was, tests that had to be done, things to look into. So we spent a few days in the hospital, and then she is still recovering. She had to get a procedure done that they went in through her leg and the femoral artery to check out her heart, and she was just really sore from that procedure. Something went wrong with it, and there were complications. She's okay. She's good. Thank God. We did a lot of praying. God definitely answered prayers there. But that's the reason I haven't done a video in a while. I haven't actually been out of the house to go to work in a while, and obviously being a realtor, you don't really need to, besides meetings that, I had either her parents or my parents watch the kids, and I was able to meet with people, but I've been working from home so that she could recoup. So today's my first day that I'm going to be back out at the office and putting out a video documenting my real estate journey. So Casey's doing good. Everything's good there. Let's jump into the real estate stuff. So first and foremost, meeting with April, our full-time real estate agent for Joseph Scott Homes. April has really, I'm very happy with her mentality and her drive. And I basically told her that I feel that if you're a realtor and you consider yourself a media company / realtor, again, something I talk about all the time, putting good content out there, giving people, potential future clients good information, and then they in return will contact you and reach out to you, and that's how you're going to get business. I explained that to her. I shared a video from Gary Vaynerchuk. Again, that's where I get all of this stuff from. She liked Gary, she liked the video, and she basically has been pumping out videos now just talking about what you need to do as a seller to get your house ready, or what you need to do as a buyer when you're looking for homes. Just really good information. And so she's starting her journey on the new sales way. I mean, this is something that, a year from now, after she's been putting out these videos on a consistent basis, and she's been giving people good information, she's not going to have to cold call. She's not going to have to knock on doors. People are going to be messaging her right through Facebook. Hey, I am interested in selling my home. Can I meet with you? Can you let me know what you think my home is worth? Or, hey, I'm going to be looking for a home and entering into the real estate market. Can you help me with that? She's going to have business coming to her, and I know this to be a fact because I have the same thing with, I sell all of our new construction and real estate, and all of my business, almost all of my business now is completely referral based, and I've been putting out videos for over a year now, consistently giving people information on what they need to know if they're going to be building a home. How does this work? How is this process done? Just giving them good content, and in return, now they are asking to do business with myself and our home building company. Number two, so last night I had a really good idea for, this kind of goes along with doing the video, and this is going to be something that ends up growing our real estate company. And clientele, future clientele, we're going to be doing, sorry, I just had a puberty moment there, a little squeak in the voice, but we're going to be doing a show, and I'd like to do it twice a week, where we're just going to take listings in our area. So if we want to dominate a specific area or a specific market, more specifically, we're in southeastern Wisconsin, and we do a lot of our business in Racine and Kenosha County. So those are the two areas we want to dominate. So how can we do that? Well, we're basically going to become the experts on those two areas, and we're going to provide information for anybody who is going to be entering into the market, thinking about entering into the market, or is currently in the market. And what I mean by that is we're going to pick a few listings from Racine County, for example, and we're going to pick a couple listings that are in the price point of, we'll say, between $100,000, man, this road's bumpy, and $200,000, and then we're going to pick a couple listings that are in the price point of, we'll say, between $200,000 and $300,000, and then some listings that are in the price point of the $300,000 to $400,000 range. You get where I'm going with this. So we're basically going to feature a few listings. If we do this twice a week, we're just going to pick a couple listings in each of these price points that we think, it's either a good value, it's a really unique property, it's in an area where there's not a lot of stuff that comes onto the market, and we're just going to feature these properties. And we're not going to talk about, contact us to see it, to set up an appointment, we can help you buy. We don't need to do any of that kind of stuff. The new sales way is to just provide good information, and automatically we'll have people that will ask us, hey, can we go see that house? Or hey, how do I get my house on your show? Once we've gained traction, and we've been doing this for about a year, and we've got a lot of viewers in our market watching the show, we're going to establish ourselves as the sports center of the real estate market in our area. Real estate center. So we're just going to feature, like Sports Center does, we're going to do all of the highlights within our industry. And after we do that for a while, just like Sports Center, you're going to become a credible source for anybody who wants to sell their home, for anybody who wants to buy a home. And I'm just super excited about this. I'm heading to the model right now to meet with April, and she's going to be completely on board with this, and maybe we'll even be able to do our first episode today. I've still got a few logistical things to figure out, but it's all about just starting and doing it now. I don't want to wait until, ideally I'd like to kind of set up a studio type setting, where we've got a big TV behind us where we can show some of the pictures and give some of the details for some of these listings. That may not happen today. I may have to print out pictures and hold them up, and we'll talk about it. But either way, I just want to get started with this. We don't need to wait for all of this other stuff. We can get better as time goes on, but I don't want to waste another second not doing this, because a year from now, after we've been doing this for twice a week and featuring properties and establishing ourselves as the experts, number one, there's nobody else that's doing this right now. And if other people do decide to do it, other realtors, well, that's great. But we were the first ones in our area to do it. There's all kinds of shows like Sports Center that are on TV now, but what's the one that sticks into your head? What's the sport highlight show that you first think of when you hear about a sport highlight show? It's Sports Center. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm really excited about this. If we do this for a year and we get enough people watching every time we do it, we're going to have people contacting us and saying, how do I get my home featured on your show? Well, it wouldn't hurt by listing your home with us, because of course, eventually what we're going to end up doing is, when we're featuring some of the listings, and we're not going to do this right away, because we're going to jab, right hook, meaning give good information, and then feature or ask. So we're basically going to put out all of the information on these listings, and then of course we're going to showcase one of our listings or two of our listings, because why wouldn't we? If we've got enough people watching, why wouldn't we want to highlight something that we have that we believe is a good purchase for somebody out there? So that's going to be taking place and starting. So really excited about that. Number 3, we're going to be, my wife and I, developing some apps. She's got an idea for an app. I have an idea for an app. So we need to kind of sketch out what we're going to be doing. Mine goes along with the real estate industry. I feel like there's when you're entering in listings on the MLS, there's a certain feature that people aren't able to see, that realtors aren't entering in there because they don't have access to it. And I want to create an app that basically fixes that problem. So that's what we're also going to be working on. It is almost year end. It's December 19th, so Christmas is coming. I love this time of year. It's typically a little bit slower as far as people that are out there looking for homes or looking to build. There's still people who I am working with that they do want to get started. Okay, so I got cut off there with a phone call. But anyways, that's what I got going on. I know I spewed out a whole bunch of stuff there, but I just haven't done a video in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to get some information out there. Part of the reason I do this is for myself, so that I can look back and see my journey from the time I started doing these videos until, who knows where all of this stuff takes me. But it'd be really cool to be able to look back onto something and have something as reference, and maybe even use it as a tool to help others as well. So that's the reason why I do this. If you think that this is good information for you as a real estate agent or a new home sales consultant, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, and I'd really appreciate that. Leave me a comment if you've got anything that questions that you want me to answer on, what type of video should you do for your real estate market, or just anything real estate related question wise. Give me a comment, and I'll definitely hit you back. So thank you. Have a good rest of the day. God bless.